This is speaking tongues, but whatever. I didn't post any videos for 7 days, which is 1 week, and I'm sorry for that. uh, just before start, just before pushing the start button, I watched how native English speakers talking, and it was quite different from mine. Like now I'm speaking in some kind of stupid, Ugabia. It's quite different from the native speakers talk, and I couldn't help but laughing, and how gross it is. Anyway, but I want to keep posting, keep speaking, because this is the only way to be good at speaking, to improve my skills. So yeah. So these days I'm listening to Selected Ambient Works 8592, 1992 brilliant FX string album. When you push the start button, the kicks or the Xtal, it blows our minds, and it's so classical and so powerful. There's a few albums that doesn't lose their shine when it's gonna be famous. Like, if even if it is a good album or album that people should listen to, if so many people were on, the shines or the strengths will fade away. I mean, in a big move, like, when the 80s people, a lot of 80s people said the Huey Lewis and the News, the Four or Sport was a good album. I mean, in like Patrick Bateman in American Psycho. But after 90s or 20s or mid 20s, it turned out to be they made a fuss for nothing. Like the critic was like that, because in the 80s there was so many things, so many commercial things. So I wanted to say, the weaker the movement be, the harder the movement be, the harder, the more it is difficult to resist. Like, the music was a history of the counterpart and counterpart of the counterpart. Like the minority will make the history. And so when the MTV was the mainstream of the world, like the Smiths or Pixies, I don't know, magazine, the pop group, Joy Division, did a lot of influence on the next 90s bands like Radiohead or Nirvana or Smashing Pumpkins, I don't know, Synth maybe. So I'm not going for this, but I wanted to say the minority is important. Like, does it sound like liberalism? I don't know.